The only reason you never improve in boxing is because you keep on doing these bad habits. If you don't want to end up like the rest of 83% of boxers because of these bad habits, then I'm gonna show you how to destroy them throughout the video. So the first bad habit you're making right now is when you go in the boxing bag, you're not fighting against an opponent, right? You're fighting against an imaginary opponent just hitting the bag, right? The first very terrible bad habit that you're making is you're not bringing back your punches to your face so you could protect them. Like, let's say I'm going in the boxing bag right now, right? I'm just going like, I'm just fighting, right? But guess what the problem is? When I don't bring back my hands to my face, right? And I'm always on the bag, And I'm just fighting, whatever, I don't care, nobody's gonna hit me. Guess what happens? You get used to it. Not only when hitting the boxing bag, but also in the ring. You can get caught lacking by just hitting. Oh, your face is here. Right here, you can get hit. So, if you keep practicing with your hands up, like, let's say you're doing shadow boxing, right? What you want to do is always keep your hands up. And also, if you want to get used to it, I'd recommend getting a pair of 1 kilogram dumbbells, 2 kilogram, 3, 5, whatever. What matters is that you have to bring back your punches, right? You hit it and bring it back. Basically, it's tougher, right? And guess what? You're going in the ring with the boxing gloves, right? And you're going in, and now it's easier to hold them. And your hand doesn't get tired. And plus, your punching speed is faster. The second bad habit, I swear to Lord, this habit is deadly as hell. I used to make this bad habit. When I started boxing, when I got a little more amateur, like I'm full amateur right now, I believe. So, what I used to do is, I used to do little sparring, but more work on the boxing bag. You may think, well, this will improve you the same way in boxing. Oh, hell no, you need to do more sparring. If you're doing less sparring and doing more boxing bag work or just doing shadow fighting, you're never gonna improve. You know why? Because when you're shadow boxing, it's just your imagination. When you're hitting the bag, it's your imagination. But when you're fighting an opponent, you actually have to think more. Where is it gonna hit? Your reaction is tested. It's like seeing your results, seeing how much you have improved. I recommend doing sparring as much as possible. The third bad habit that you're doing right now is probably you're eating unhealthy food. Yes, it may sound like no shit, but let's be honest, you're still eating it, even though you know you should not be eating it. I used to be like a very fat little kid. Like I was fucking this chubby. As an 8-year-old. Bro, fucking the worst times of my life. Basically, when I started going to boxing, right, I was starting to get a little bit in shape, But the problem is I was still eating high sugary foods and unhealthy food like fast food and all of that, So basically, immediately as I cut out sugar, I only allow myself to eat 20 grams per day and I cut out all the fast food. Guess what? Not only did some layer of fat disappear from my body, but also I started feeling more energetic. I was going in like this. I was hitting non-stop my opponents. I was just going all in. It did not matter. And they were shocked because they never saw me going that fast. They were like, bro, what the fuck? Taking cocaine or something? They're going this fast. So yeah, don't eat unhealthy food. And the fourth bad habit that you're doing is you're not constantly learning. You may be wondering, what? But I go to school, I do something else, I learn, bada. What I mean by this is you probably after the boxing gym, after your work, after everything, maybe you don't have boxing gym that day, it doesn't matter. You come back home, probably play video games, do some obvious, maybe your homework, okay, that's understandable. You do something else that is actually important instead of constantly sucking your mind into free dopamine. You should be constantly learning on how to improve yourself in boxing. Because if you're just going back home to boxing, you're like, fuck it, I learned something today, so I'm gonna chill now. Like, no bro, you're not gonna get anywhere far. This is learning how to improve from this to this. And if you wanna improve, 3 of these tips might get you from this to this, but constantly learning will get you to this. And especially the last tip will get you to this. So always constantly learn how to get better, especially like watching these videos. The fifth bad habit that you're doing is you're not going to your potential. What do I mean by this? Well, basically imagine you're hitting the boxing, right? Or you're going to sparring, you know? I don't know. Let's say you're hitting the bags, right? You're hitting them, it's hard, you know? Like 3 minutes pass by and you get a minute of rest, right? That is like full enough for you to recover fully and go full power on the boxing match. And for all of these 3 rounds. So what that person when hitting those boxing bags can do, fulfill their potential, is basically lower the rest amount. So let's say you lower it to 50 seconds, right? Instead of a full minute. And then holy crap, it feels harder. But guess what? You're training your body, training yourself to become more enduring. You're training yourself to become more better in boxing. So you could outcompete others and improve from this to this. This is very powerful and you can do it right now. You can go to a boxing gym and train this like now. I mean, if you're a beginner, of course, don't do it like instantly, like only 40-second breaks, because holy crap, you're gonna die. Trust me, man. Anyways, I'm Emil and I will see you later.